down Hamilton Gardens. Yes, I'm back in Hamilton, and this is the Japanese garden. And I'll give you a little tour in a minute. Now we're in the, excuse me, we're right in the little house part of it, and as you can see, the visitors behind me. It's actually a very popular little place to come, and some cool pictures I'll take. And the reason I came down here is that I thought I'm going to put up with for this week's lesson as well. I actually took 3 years ago, about this time of year, and it's the garden I'll show you in a minute, so that's why we're down here. But anyway, we're at Alma 39 through 42. This is Alma talking to Corianton and trying to help him get through the issues he's having. And so this week's called The Planet Happiness. But I kind of like just calling it, you know, Teach Jesus Christ, because that's really where we're going to end, and that's really what it's about. He is the plan, right? So anyways, first one we're going to go to is 39:10. But I just want to point out too that, you know, have a read over it. Before we go to reading this, this is Alma's words to Corianton. They're probably 1% problem and like 99% solution. So, you know, when you're thinking about counselling with people, keep an eye on that. Like, don't just attack them, and we'll cover that as well as we go along. So 39:10 says, "And I command you to take it upon you to counsel with your elder brothers in your undertakings, for behold, they are in thy youth, and ye stand in need, thou art in thy youth, and ye stand in need to be nourished by your brothers, and give heed to their counsel." So the question we have here, of course, in counsel, is what is the value you receive, and what is the value from receiving advice from someone older than you? So I sort of thinking about this, I came up with like, first of all, there's kind of like 4 things you really go seeking advice for, and they kind of all fall under these categories, interestingly enough, I found. So you've got counsel, you go looking for counsel, you go looking for coaching, mentoring, or training. So whatever you're asking advice for from someone else kind of falls under those 4 things, pretty much. And it relates to the desired topic. So you go to the person who's going to give you the best information about that topic that you're seeking. If I was looking for life advice on, you know, expanding or buying a house or something like that, I'd go to an older person. If I was looking on how to set up a new computer, I'd probably be asking a 10-year-old. So it's relative, keep that in mind too. But the value in receiving advice from an older person than you, yeah, there's some good advice you can get from that to counsel with them. And I like how too it says counsel with your brothers, plural. So not just go and ask one person, but get a second opinion. We hear that a lot, don't we? So yeah, good advisors sort, well, they can serve as a sounding board, they can test your thinking, expand your frame of reference, or provide more understanding. Provide process guidance, so help you through what you're wanting to do. They can generate substantive ideas. You can brainstorm with it. So there's a lot of things that you can gain from asking someone older than you, or even someone the same age as you, even if they're similar age. You don't have to be old. And the point is, though, to, you know, counsel with others, really. This cook thought is from RUMI, and I don't think RUMI is Japanese, but it's very Buddhist-like, so being that we're in a Japanese garden, it kind of fits. It says, "When setting out on a journey, do not seek advice from those who have never left home." And I think that's really very cool. So when you're setting out on a journey, don't seek advice from those that have never left home, because they have no experience. You want someone who's been there, done that, which is really awesome about how Alma's talking to Corianton, because he has been there, done that, and he's able to, again, give him 1% like telling off and 99% love and help and support. And the last thought I had on that was to live in a way that the advice you give is nourishing, because it's no use picking on people. If they come at you, they're seeking your advice, they're seeking your help for a reason, because they're trusting in you and they see you as someone that can help them. So don't attack them, and don't be all down on them, don't be all judgmental. Do it with some kindness. Okay, so we're going to go over to Alma 40 verse 3 next, but first let me show you this. Okay, so And again, you know, I say I get stalked by ducks. I think I do, because usually down here you can see turtles, little ones, sitting on the rocks, sunning themselves. But what do we have today? A duck. I swear. There is a phobia, I think. I had to look that up. Something about, you know, everywhere there's a duck watching you. It's alright, I like ducks, it's all good. But yeah, so basically out, as you can see, sort of this way, that's where I took the photo from 3 years ago, and I'll be posting that, I think it's about Thursday-ish. Yeah, that's really pretty. Really lovely there, as you can see. And we're going to go through this door, which is kind of on the way out, and I'll show you the little garden that they do over there. It's really cool. But in summer, actually, these are all like these cherry blossom trees, so like, you know, that's synonymous with Japan. Coming up spring, these are all blossom, and in summer it's just stunning down here. But even in winter, it's still really beautiful, right? Okay, move on to the next one.